It's Freaky Friday. You already know we right here at work decided to hop on, chop it up with individuals, see what's the talk of the town. It's going down. The word on the curb. You heard me. Let me just move this stuff around. Now that we are semi-aware what all this, which is actually pretty cool. I think I might use some of these sometimes, depending on what would be the topic. Now, I know that I could expand my horizon. That would actually come in handy for whenever we have like a specific topic of the day. Alrighty. You already know here in Southern California it's a gloomy day, but it's not a cold day. It's just gloomy, cloudy. You know, we have that bipolar weather. What's cracking lacking, Mr. Pasas de Felipe in the casa for the raza? Whoa, whoa. Whoopsie. Whoop. Got that off. What if Shadow? That's right, my boy. The day off, that's good. Get a chill. Eso es todo, carnal. Oh, what the fuck did I do? Whoopsie. Okay, we Gucci. ¿Qué dice la vida loca? Pues ya sabes, hijo. Same chat. The same chat. Como dice el George Lopez. Same chat. Nothing new but today. Okay. Ooh, I like the format that I like the layout that I just laid out for myself. Yeah, I'm becoming a pro at this shit, eh? This is chingon now. It's way easier now. We're legit now. And it just gave me a few ideas too. The layout just gave me a few ideas. Well, for future times, but hey, pinche YouTube's upgrading. About time que se ponen las pilas. About time they start putting shit that's actually useful. Is it good to be aware of others' job opportunities in case one doesn't work? Oh yeah, it's good to always, be aware, of, and not only that, but some stuff at your job might, not be working out, or, you never know, it might, start going downhill. So it's good to always be aware, of other places, have an ace up your sleeve, backup plan. Hola, mamá chula. Ay, desgraciado. Pinches vatos horneados. We chilling, my boy. We chilling. We chilling like a villain. On the south side killing. Oh, what? Hi, hello there. I hope everybody's having a lovely, lovely Friday. Well, yeah, it's the start of the weekend, no? Time to get it on and cracking. Good morning from here. From here, there, and everywhere. What do you think about los? Dicen que son, no son, que son angelitos. Puros santos, dicen, ¿verdad? What are you doing today? We're chilling, my boy. What's cracking like an angel? What you getting yourself into, my boy? Now, I know we were supposed to upload some battle rap reactions, right? It's just that one of them got withheld, and I don't even know the reason why. YouTube didn't even give me a reason. And like, it meant to give me a reason, right? But then it just So I sent it in again to see like what's the response, right? Because where the response is supposed to be, it just gave me fucking just blank, 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 blank. And it normally doesn't do that. Normally it lists what happened. So, I'm waiting for that, right? Because I don't want to redo it if if it tends to be an error from their side, right? Because how everything's gone, everything like whatever software they have, right? And it does commit a lot of errors, especially when you're dealing with like music, especially music related. I don't know why YouTube's rules of copyright and all that with music. It's so fucking difficult. What's cracking like in Dashpool? We chilling, my boy. What do you think about the North and South rap beef and how homies going up north filming rap videos? I mean, well, if you're doing music, bro, you're entitled to film wherever the fuck you want. You get what I'm saying? Now, do I think it's gangster? Like if let's say if you go to your rivals and to film a video, nah, I don't think that's gangster, bro. The fact that you're taking cameras along with you in shit where there's not supposed to be no cameras, recording any type of that kind of activity when we're dealing with like gangster matters. You feel me? Because if anything, I mean, that's evidence, bro. I mean, you're only sabotaging yourself, your case, and pretty much, pointing the finger at everybody that, you're rolling with, right? It's stupid. It's not gangsters, far from that. It's like I said, bro, like there's a time and place for, for stuff. So, that kind of time and energy is not meant for, cameras and videos and shit like that, bro. So I think it's stupid. Pero anything for the likes and views, como dicen. Blue Devil's gonna start his podcast in Espanol. Another his channel. Oh, like El Azul Demonio. I mean El Azul Diablo. En puro Spanish. No, I feel him, bro. There's a lot of people that watch, from, different countries, right? That don't, necessarily speak English, right? There's a lot of people that watch that only speak Spanish. So yeah, I feel from his point of view. My mom is cooking some fire Indian dinner called it's Indian beans and curry. Damn, bro. Fuego, huh? I have a question. Do you think Las Vegas is overrated or is it worth the hype? No, it's cool. Vegas is cool if you're visiting, right? Like, let's say if you go often, then yeah, it loses its like the wow to it, right? It loses the hype. But if you just go to vacation, then yeah, bro, there's all kinds of shit to do. But like, let's say if you live there, then to you it would probably be no big thing. But no, yeah, like for people that are out of towners, yeah, it's really cool. Gives you a lot of shit to do. But like I said, when you're brought up in the areas, you know what I mean. So for us, going to Vegas is cool. Not for a long period of time, but for like a week or two, está bien. And maybe 2 weeks is too long. Maybe just a week only. You're going to come back todo quebrado, all poor. Lost all your feria. Is the day off. I had an idea for a segment. How rappers first mixtapes or first albums. Oh, yeah, I feel you. And you know why that normally happens or why that is, though? Is because, with their first mixtapes and their, when they're early coming up, they tend to rap over established beats already, like established instrumentals, right? That people are already, like, fans of, So that's why a lot of people, tend to dig those a lot because they're rapping to already beats that people like. But it's like getting a new version of that song. Just a few minutes ago, something wild happened in my town. I remember tried to run over officers at the mall, but they killed him. It was crazy how shit it cost. Well, I mean, it's not even so much, gangsters, but like when you have an individual that really feels like he's got nothing to lose, right? And, for whatever reason, today was a day, right? I mean, they'll go balls out, bro. That's why giving individuals nothing to live for, right, is such a stupid way of seeing things or wanting to rule, right? Like when they be like, why don't they just get these guys, lock them up and throw away the key? Like, well, see, then you'll have a bunch of individuals who, why should they give up? Right? I mean, if you're going to lock them away and throw away the key, then they might as well go balls out, and they're probably going to try to take as many people with them. Now you're putting a lot of lives in jeopardy, bro, including your own police officers, right? So you're going to create a lot of unstable individuals. And you get what I mean? And is going to equal a lot of bad scenarios. You're not going to scare people into, listening to you by now making the laws, more, how can I say, cruel. You know what I mean? It doesn't get any more cruel than the medieval times, yet people were still breaking the law, even though they knew that they were going to be tortured and killed in the worst ways possible. Yet, guess what? They were still doing shit they weren't supposed to be doing. You just can't fucking scare people into submission. I don't know why people think that they could. It's almost like if they forget their history, bro. Like, nah, we just gotta make it tougher, bro, and scare them. Like, did you just forget, like, history class and the whole medieval, like, part of it? Like, just go look at some of the ways that they used to kill people back then, bro. And these motherfuckers were still breaking the law. And a lot. Goofball. I was thinking having between rappers like Tupac. Okay, yeah. I feel you. The dope raps before the majors. You look like Obama? Oh, thank you. Must be the lighting. Yeah. Some even say I look a little like Denzel. ¿Qué hubo? Viva la sombra. Eso es todo, carnal. Ya sabes. You need a haircut. Serio, huh? Hasta que me diga mi vieja. Okay, anything for you, baby. Speaking of my baby, there she is. Love you, baby. Homies went out to Fresno and some weekend. Well, I mean, what do you expect? You know what I mean? Like, excuse me, to think that where neighborhoods are established, to think that these individuals won't do something is fucking stupid, bro. It's like, who are you trying to fool, bro? Who are you trying to kid? You know what I mean? It's like, that's stupid, bro. It's even worse when they go about it like just think about the concept, bro, right? Their whole thing is that they want to show that how there's nobody out there and how it's not cracking like that, right? How it's dead and they ain't nobody, right? Okay, that's what they're trying to hammer home. That's what they're trying to get across, right? But then again, they also be saying that how they be putting in work, earning their stripes, and how they be smashing on the ops, and putting in all kinds of works on the ops, and how they earning their stripes. Okay. If there's nobody out there, and it's dead like you say it is, then who are you gangbanging on? Then how are you earning your stripes? Who are you gangbanging on? They know, like you said. Your ops ain't out there. So, if your ops ain't out there, how are you earning stripes, bro? Who are you putting in work on? Like you said, ain't nobody out there. So which one is it, bro? Is it dead? Or are you putting in work? Because, I mean, they both contradict each other. Have your cake and eat it too, bro. Which one is it? You're lying about one. Like, Bulldogs have riders. Northerners have riders. Crips, Bloods, Disciples and Vice Lords and Hoovers and Southerners. Like, you already know that they have their riders to them. Like, stop trying, like, why are you playing these goofy-ass games for, bro? All these sets have individuals that will handle business when it's time to handle business. And they ain't scared. You know? So, I think individuals are just stupid. Grow up already. Stop with all these lies already. Like, bro, who are you lying to? Shit is crazy. Right. No offense, but you're annoying. Oh well, my channel is optional. I know that we can't please everybody, and we're not gonna be able to get along with everybody in this world, right? So sorry for that. Go back to Mexico? What does that have to do with anything, bro? How do you know where I'm at? For all you know, I could be in Mexico as we speak. So how are you telling me to go back to Mexico when you don't even know where I'm at? I could be in Mexico. Have you heard of the Aztec sport? It's where people who seriously. If you're not gonna say nothing good, just don't say it. I'm Mexican American. Have you heard of? No, actually no. Israel or Palestine? Which one? Neither. They both need to grow up and end this fucking war. And if they really have issues, like how they feel like they have issues, then both presidents need to fucking go out there and fight fight that war. Then. Since they're the ones that have the problems, and since they're the ones that can't get along, then they should be out there. Then it should be like a boxing fight between them two, or a fucking UFC fight between them two. I guarantee you, because they say that for years they have tried to fix their problems, and for years they have, tried to meet in the middle, and they could never do it, and they can't see them, any of their differences and whatever the fuck, right? I guarantee you, if the president was to actually have to be the one to go out there and actually fight, I guarantee you, all of a sudden, they would and have an understanding and find a middle ground. All of a sudden, there'll be all kinds of answers. All of a sudden, they'll be able to get along. All of a sudden, we would have a miracle. Ain't it funny how it just works out like that, huh? I declare war. Oh, no, but you would have to be the one to go out there and fight the war. In that case, I changed my mind. Can you shout me out? H-Man? What do you think about the concept on YouTube? There's only one gangster fighter above all gangs. I get it from the sense that every individual is going to feel like that about their neighborhood, right? Because it's a sense of pride. Trust me, I can relate to that. But to actually believe that that's actually a real thing is stupid. There's no barrio greater than no other barrio. Because you can't get nothing out of the streets. You win nothing. You win. What are you going to win? Nothing. Not a damn thing, bro. You'll lose a lot. That's why others talk about respect and this and that individuals demand from people on here. Like, I respect those who, were incarcerated. Like, you do? Interesting. Why is that, if you don't mind me asking? Like, people are so full of shit. Like you said, it's for the clout. You're not that guy, pal. Who said I'm any guy? Some people try to discredit all of their rivals. Yeah, I know, but I mean, who are we kidding though? Or why would anybody believe that? What up, Ishi? What's cracking like it? Yo, it's a shadow show. What's good, my boy? Why you gay? Dubs Light is a 51-year-old. I don't know about none of that. Even though I disagree with the individuals, I don't come in here and try to call people out of their names and shit like that. We only merely speak facts. So never get it twisted. Because I do see, you know, from time to time, especially on my emails, right? I get people to try to antagonize me to or trigger me to make a video, right? A reaction. And it's like, I just look stupid, bro. Like, you're not gonna get me to make a video about these individuals. Like, I am aware of what people are trying to do. It's not gonna work. Like, there's no animosity towards YouTube channels. Merely come and speak facts. That's it. There's a difference. UFC fighters. UFC fighters. Hola, guapo. ¿Qué tal? Pour it on your own time, Al. You look like you've done a few hits. A few hits? Kimo dropped a live with Runner saying his ex-Hyena was in drugs when his daughter was born. Putting the poor kid on blast like that. Yeah. You know, and that's one of the things that trips me out, like why people get angry at Kimo. When, like, well, Kimo's not making people say any of these things, though. Like, Kimo's just putting out these very own individuals' words. How are you mad at Kimo for that? Like, he's not the one that's making them say this shit. These are these very own individuals' words. You know? That should always blow my mind. They're like, oh, this was a troll, this was a hater. Like, what? By just fucking playing their own words? That's crazy. Kimo should have like fucking like 1 million subscribers, bro. Bro never even had to say a damn word. Right? To just, you know, he's just showing people, you know, how these individuals really are. Like, oh, he makes him look bad. Like, he makes how, bro? He's never even said a word. That shit is stupid. Like, the man's a genius. Everyone almost discredits their rivals in football games and anything, really. Yeah, that is true. I mean, as a Laker fan, I hear that, you know, from a lot of, you know, people out there who support other teams, right? Like, you guys do this, you guys do that. Like, you guys just win because, you know, the NBA pampers to you guys. Like, like, bro, why are you so mad for? Bro, let's just face it. Like, individuals just rather live here. That's why they rather come and play here. You know, like, that's just what it is. There's no pampering of anything. Trump is gay. How do you know Trump is gay, though? I may not be a fan of the individual, but come on now. Have you ever had church chicken? Yeah, no, their chicken is good, though, but I prefer Popeyes. Like, imagine having to make up lies that say stuff like Blue Devils, gay, Cholo truckers, just for yeah, that's what I mean. Like like I don't understand. Like I never go into like even like I said, if I dislike individuals, people think that like I'll run with it or it's like if that's the kind of stuff that I want to hear and it's like, well, I'm not gonna be insulting individuals like that. Like if I know some facts about these individuals, then I'll speak on facts, right? But I'm not gonna be calling people outside of their names and say and make up shit about them, right? Like, oh, this fool's gay, bro. This fool sucks dick. Like, how are you aware of this information? Did you know that Bob's Burgers voice actor was a part of? What the hell, serio? The fool that plays the jefe, right? The dad. Well, there's a ray of sunshine under all that white meat. Give me some chun chun. Like, so you're telling me that this guy wanted to fuck this fool, and we're just gonna pretend like that never happened? We're just gonna like let it slide and pretend like, yeah, okay, I guess. She's never gonna bring it up ever again. It's fucking weird, no? Like, Popeye, how the fuck are you still here, bro? How are you not dead yet? Like, how are you still able to mingle? Like, what is La Onda really doing right here? That's what it came out of their mouths, not Chemo's. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Shit, I get individuals that tell me that I'm Chemo. And I'm just like, well, I have my own YouTube channel. Like, trust me, I am not afraid to, express my thoughts. I don't need burner accounts for that. Like, if I truly feel something, then I will say it. Have you heard about the channel Texas Prison Stories? Are you a fan? Is that the one with Tim Snow? If it is, yeah, I scoped out his channel. I wouldn't say like I'm a fan like that because I really don't watch prison genre, right? The prison genre. But yeah, he seems like a cool individual, and he's got a good channel. He doesn't seem like he's an individual on here, fucking just throwing his weight around and shit like that, right? So he seems like a cool individual. But like I said, I just don't know, enough of his channel for me to come and be like, the videos that did pop up, that I scoped out was the SPM ones, and SPM, and then another video where he had, where he was talking about something about an individual. I think it was Tango Blast or something like that, right? And then another video I had scoped out of his though, but I haven't really watched, that much of his content. Just that I don't really, watch the prison genre in general. You're a real shadow. You kept your cool when I went in on you, putting makeup on you and all kinds of stuff. Well, yeah, it's just the internet, bro. Like, I truly don't understand why people get upset about shit like that, bro. Like, oh man, fucking like. See, the thing is that they can call you gay and they can, do all this and that, but the only thing that matters, I know it's gonna sound like like some groundbreaking shit, right? Is, are you gay? No. All right then. What the fuck is the problem here? You know what I mean? Is what people are saying true? No. All right then. Why are you getting upset then? That's all that matters, bro. Is it true or is it not? And if it is not, why the fuck are you upset about it? Why are you on here trying to argue with people for? As long as you know what's true, then you give a fuck what anybody else thinks, bro. Let them keep thinking the lies. Because that's all they are. Lies. The lie will never beat the truth. A lie will never be the truth. No matter how many people jump on board. And that's just the reality of things, bro. I live in the real world. Where truth, real matters. Not all this fucking games and gimmicks and bullshit. And I can understand from Triple OG's point of view, because a lot of individuals do come on the internet trying to so desperately to get the internet to see them as these tough guys, these killers, and these fucking gunners and knockout kings, and you get what I'm saying? Like, why? I have no idea. And then they say that's not what they want, but clearly that's what you're trying to do. Like, fool, you don't want to fuck with me, dog, because shit, homie, I knock you out, bro. I knocked out all kinds of fools. Like, shit, I'm known for gunning individuals down. Like, okay. And it's like, why do you care to convince the audience of this information, bro? Who gives a fuck? Who gives a fuck if they see you as tough or not, bro? What does it really matter? What is it? People you ain't never gonna see a day in your life. You know what I mean? So I don't give a fuck about what the internet thinks. Because in all true reality, people are gonna think whatever they want at the end of the day. Regardless of facts or not, they're gonna have their opinions. And I just don't see how convincing the internet that you're like some kind of tough guy is productive or beneficial in any type of way. All it just shows is a whole lot of insecurities. Sad, really. Is this the gay internet? Chomos. I'm just gonna get you. Are you gay? I heard you were gay. Trolling doesn't work on my channel, my guy. I would have figured that people would have already understood this. You got me mad. Oh, insulting my weight. Now that's a different story. It's fat. I'm gonna go vomit. No, blowing dudes. See, here's the thing. I am not gay, but I don't understand the fascination that people have with gay individuals. See, personally, I don't give a fuck if a person's gay or not, because in all true reality, I don't care about who people are sleeping with. I truly don't give a flying fuck. I don't be sitting there wondering who people are sleeping with. I only worry about who I'm sleeping with. So I care less I don't care who people want to sleep with or what they want to do with their own personal lives. It's none of my business. I don't give a fuck. And I truly don't understand why people care so much for that kind of information, right? Like, can you believe that fool's gay? I can. Like, well, yeah, it's sick. All right, but it's his life. Not like you're the one in bed with that vato. So what's the issue? Like, are you mean to tell me instead of enjoying yourself and, like enjoying your day, you fucking thinking about this individual and sleeping with that individual? I don't know. That's kind of questionable, if you ask me. Don't even say not, because, fuck, I wasn't fucking worried about that kind of shit. Give no fuck about that kind of shit. Right? Because I just don't care. But it seems like you had this on your mind, and it seems like it's on your mind, so I don't know. I'm just saying. Who said it is on my mind? Because you're like, ¿en serio? That was it. Being gay is gay. You was gay once. How can you be gay once? Isn't it if you're gay, you gay? Yeah, that's crazy, bro. Like, I truly don't give a fuck who people are sleeping with, bro. I truly don't care. You know? I don't give a fuck. As long as people don't disrespect me, then it's all gravy, bro. You know, like, as long as, they come with respect, you get respect. But if you come, disrespecting, crossing the line, then there's going to be issues. But I'm assuming that's how it works with everybody, with anything, right? Just be respectful and, could give a fuck what you do in your personal life. As long as it's not on some, like weirdo shit, like messing with kids and stuff like that, right? But other than that, then, you give a fuck less what you do in your... Like, I don't understand why people be out there protesting, for these individuals. Fuck, they want to get married. Can you believe that? Like, bro, you're acting like if you're the one living their lives, like if you're the one that's going to be married to them, like if you're in their household and fucking, having to bear to this, fucking type of existence. Worry about you, my boy. Because truly I'm not going to be out there fucking, screaming at the top of my lungs, wasting my time on some shit that I give no fucks about. With no disrespect, I just don't care. I don't care how many women you slept with. I don't care how many men you slept with. I just truly don't give a flying fuck. No hating or nothing like that. It's just not the type of shit I think about. All right, ladies and gentlemen, my lunch break is over. We got to get back to it. It was good chopping it up with you guys, and we out.